Good evening everybody, welcome to Tuesday evening's workshop. Hope you are all well. I am absolutely fed up with this rotten weather that we're having, but I don't know, hopefully the weather will improve. It'd be nice to see some blue sky, but hey ho. Anyway, I think we'll be giving some sailing lessons out there soon rather than driving lessons, but never mind. Right, what have we got in store for tonight? Gonna follow on from last week. We had a look at open and closed junctions last week, the difference between open and closed and how we should be dealing with them, the approach onto them, all about visibility and planning your speed and your gears on that. So I hope that was obviously useful for you. So I want to just kind of lead on to that, okay, a little bit more, okay, which is obviously going to be dealing with more so closed junctions here, okay, something what we call peep and creep. So what we mean by that is when we're coming up to a T-junction or something of that nature where we find ourselves right up at the give-way line and we still can't see right and left. Obviously we've got obstructions in the way, parked cars and things like that. So gonna have a look at how we deal with that. Okay, so let's think about it. So it's something that we call peep and creep. Alright, name doesn't matter, but obviously it's basically what we're going to be doing at a junction. We're going to be gently easing out, peeping out, so we can try and improve our visibility a little bit, okay, as we creep. So that's why we call it peep and creep. So just to make it simple, okay, we're going to reflect this, okay, on a T-junction, but you know, this could happen at a crossroads or any sort of situation where we may have to give way, but we'll, okay, focus it on a T-junction. So if we draw ourselves a T-junction, sorry about my rubbish drawings. Give-way line. Entry line. And centre hazard warning line leading up to the junction. And centre hazard warning line running across the major road at the junction. Okay, so that's something, okay, what a T-junction is looking like. Okay, right, so if it's a closed junction, as we're aware, okay, obviously as we approach the junction, visibility is going to be bad for any reasons. Houses, fences, trees, anything that, okay, is going to be restricting our visibility as we come up to this junction. So the problem is, okay, as we come up, we're not going to be able to clearly see right and left, okay, on the main road that we're coming onto because of the, okay, whatever it is causing us an obstruction. So the problem we can find, okay, when we get up there, closed junction, it can also be an open junction as well, is if we have lots of parked vehicles. Either side of the junction. Okay, so excuse me a minute, just to try and help. Okay, so for argument's sake, let's say we're going to be coming out of this road and we want to turn right. Okay, so there we are at the junction. Our right hand indicator's going because obviously we want to turn right. Now the problem we've got here, okay, we're at the give way line, but we can't see clearly to what is coming down on our right or see what is coming down on our left because obviously parked cars are in the way. Now you might find, okay, that particularly if these parked vehicles are things like vans or larger vehicles, they are going to cause a bigger restriction because obviously vans, okay, quite often, okay, they're all panelled out so we can't even see through their windows. sometimes if it is cars, we can still get a bit of visibility because we're able to see through the windows. So it will depend, but you know, obviously, if we've got vans and particularly large vehicles, okay, they are going to restrict our vision even more. Now we've got to remember, okay, the number one golden rule, okay, when we're coming up here. We must not go over that giveaway line, alright, until we can see it's safe to do so. We mustn't cause traffic on the major road a problem where they have got to take action because we have allowed our front end, okay, to come out over the giveaway line. Now another thing, okay, that just sprung to mind, okay, which unfortunately we see far too often. Sometimes road markings aren't that visible because they've started to wear away. And even on wet roads, okay, like we're having now, okay, obviously you'll also find that when the roads are wet, it can also be harder to see road markings. Particularly, okay, obviously the roads are wet, okay, we're getting reflection off the road, so it can make, okay, road markings, okay, even harder to see. So the way to think about that first of all then, okay, is if the road marking isn't visible, think about where your curb is. So you've got the curb coming up there, the curb coming up there. So mainly, most of the time, you're going to find, okay, that is, okay, where the end of the road is. So we don't want to allow the front of our car to come past the curb line. So that's a good reference point, okay, for you to use, alright, if for whatever reason, okay, our road markings aren't that visible. Centre of the road should still roughly be able to work out roughly where the centre of the road is. But hopefully, okay, we're going to see some good road markings, so we're not going to have, okay, that problem. So going back to what I said, okay, obviously the golden rule is we've got no visibility, we can't see what's coming right and left on this major road, so we must make sure that we are stopping, okay, behind, okay, the giveaway line, or your tyres, okay, are kind of just behind the giveaway line. So we see we've got a little bit of overhang, okay, there, but we'll probably find, okay, that our wheels, depending where they are, okay, they're still, okay, behind the giveaway line, so the front of the car isn't actually going over, okay, the giveaway lines. So we're at that point now, okay, we've stopped and we still can't see because the parked vehicles are causing us a problem. So this is where then, okay, the peep and creep, okay, comes in, or creep and peep maybe, okay, obviously. So what we want to do is we want to just safely, very slowly, just bringing that clutch up a wee bit, okay, or just coming in for driving on automatic, just coming off the brake, okay, allowing the car then, okay, to start to creep over the line. Now if you think about it, okay, if there is traffic coming down, alright, we have got what I call, okay, our safety thing, okay, so how we've used the curb line, okay, as our reference not to go over the end of the road. If we now look at, okay, the park car line, we've now got this space up to this line, because any traffic that's coming down there, okay, because they're coming down here, as they get to this point, alright, and they're continuing the road ahead, okay, they're not, chances are they're not going to come in and come out, okay, if there's plenty of room, okay, depending on the width of the road. So by just creeping out and making sure then you're staying behind, okay, your line, okay, of the parked cars, you're going to find that you're probably going to be okay. But keep looking, because obviously traffic could move in here, okay, if the road is narrow, there's oncoming traffic, alright, and obviously they will be moving in if they're turning left. So this is obviously where you've got to keep looking and expect that something could come into that space. So we just want to then slowly be creeping out and being prepared to stop. If we see something, stop. Have another look, see what they're doing. Don't start moving again until you actually know, okay, what that traffic is doing. So we might find that we can now creep out a little bit more. So our visibility should now start to open up. Again, have another look, okay. We don't want to take our nose out beyond this point, okay, until we can relatively see it's relatively safe to do it. Once we can see it's reasonably clear, then we can obviously make our turn. Alright, so you might find, okay, that you're creeping over. Now, provided that we have stopped behind the giveaway line first and then safely started to creep out, that is fine. What we mustn't do, okay, is approach, okay, and stop over the giveaway line as our first stop. We must stop behind the giveaway line first before we start to creep out, okay, and that's pretty important, okay, to make sure it's safe to start bringing the car out, okay, and then we can start creeping out, and if we see something, we'll stop again. Think about vulnerable road users, okay, in this situation as well. So cyclists, okay, because obviously cyclists are going to be quite small, okay, or motorbikes. Alright, so be on the lookout for cyclists, motorbikes and things like that, okay, coming both ways. Alright, and obviously be aware of obviously large vehicles, okay, that may be turning right, because obviously they're going to still probably want to cut the corner a little bit, so you're just going to, again, just got to watch that, okay. So try and get out and just creep out, okay, a little bit at a time. Alright, so hopefully that has some help. Okay, another one, okay, that just again come to mind, okay, that we can think about, okay, particularly when we're turning right. Just rub this out. Put our centre hazard line back down the middle. So let's imagine that we've got a very busy road, okay, there's a lot of traffic coming both ways. Okay, and we're turning right onto a really busy road where we've got traffic moving, okay, both ways. Now the problem we can get here, alright, is waiting for an opportunity for it to be clear on the right and the left can be really difficult. Alright, we could find ourselves having to wait, okay, a long time. So sometimes, okay, what we need to do, okay, is go halfway at a time. Now we're only going to do this, okay, if the road is extremely busy and there is just not going to be an opportunity for to have that clearance on traffic on the right and the left at the same time. So what we can do is go halfway, okay, is keep looking both ways, but when we see a gap on the right, okay, we've got a nice gap, what we can then do, okay, is we can move out halfway. And we want to move out, okay, right out, okay, into the road, so we're actually blocking the traffic coming from the right. Now we're doing that, but making sure we've got the gap, because obviously what we don't want to do here is cause traffic on the right to suddenly have to slam their brakes on because we've now stopped and blocked that side of the road, okay. We want to come out so that traffic is well down there, okay, they've got good time to identify that we're there so they can slow down and take the appropriate action and stop. Before coming out there, it's still important, even though you've got traffic coming on your left, to identify any traffic that's possibly indicating to turn into this road that we're coming out of, because again, alright, coming out there, okay, people start to cut the corner, okay, that can be quite dangerous, so watch out for that. So find a safe opportunity to come out. Now, when we're doing this, okay, we want to come out and make sure that we are blocking, okay, this side of the road, okay, the left-hand side of the main road. Because if we just stick our nose out, you might find that oncoming traffic, okay, will still try and go round you, which could be dangerous and cause a problem. So ideally, okay, we want this traffic to stop. Now, to be honest with you, what you'll probably find 9 times out of 10, okay, when you're in this position, keep watching the traffic on the left. Quite often, a vehicle, a driver coming from the left will slow down or even stop to let you come out. So even though there's not a gap there, keep watching the traffic from your left, so if somebody slows down and stops, okay, to let you out, you can safely go out when it's safe, but make sure it is safe. Make sure that if someone is slowing down and stopping, particularly if it's a large vehicle, so if we've got a large vehicle, a lorry, a bus or whatever, what we want to make sure is, okay, is there's not a cyclist or something like that running up, okay, on the left side of that we can't see. Okay, so checking it, making sure, okay, it's clear, and obviously when it is clear, we can then make our turn. Okay, so that's how we would probably deal with a busy road when we got, okay, a lot of traffic coming both ways. Alright, so I would kind of do that as a last resort. Okay, if I've been sat there behind the giveaway line for quite some time and I'm thinking, look, you know what, there's just no way, okay, I'm going to be here forever waiting for an opportunity both sides, then obviously I would do that. But again, making sure it's safe. As I say, we shouldn't be causing traffic on our right to suddenly take action because we pulled out. Alright, wait for the right side to be clear. Make sure that no one's turning into the road you're coming out from the left, so you can safely pull right out, okay, into that road. Don't just stick your nose out. So that's again another good way that we can deal with coming out of a junction onto a major busy road. Alright, so hopefully, okay, that's been some help to you and kind of follows on, okay, how to deal with some more difficult situations, okay, when coming out of junctions and stuff. So hopefully that's been of some help to you. I've had a few people come in and ask a few questions, okay, which I can address on future workshops. So keep your suggestions coming in. If there's anything that you feel that you'd like us to discuss and help you with, then obviously messages or comment in the comment box below and just let us know and we'll happily deal with that for you. Okay, remember you can find us on the website, okay, which is directdrive.co.uk. Okay, share and like the video. Remember, if you know somebody who's learning to drive or thinking about learning to drive, then obviously tell them about this, share the videos with them, okay, so they can obviously view them. Also, what I've also done is all the past workshop videos that I've done, I've now put them all onto our YouTube channel, Direct Drive Hub on YouTube, okay. There is a link on our Facebook page for the YouTube. I'll stick another link on there as well, so obviously you can find all our videos. There's some other videos that we've done as well, okay, that will hopefully might be helpful for you as well. So go onto our YouTube channel and use them. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, so any videos that go on there, okay, you'll know about it, because I will be putting other videos up, okay, which is not just our workshop videos. So obviously anything future content that we put up, you're going to know about it. Okie dokie guys, I hope we have a good week. I hope the weather all improves for us, okay, very soon. Stay dry, stay warm, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.